I have created few tests, and other few tests we will create in that video, but also I have made few more changes. So first we will have a look on the changes. And one thing to note, I wanted to show you the test because I have deliberately created some bugs and some problems, issues in the code, so that we can find them during the test, and just to show you the importance of having tests. So first have a look on the changes. So first I have added the readme file. We can see there is examples and how to use the package, and you can, in Atom you will write Ctrl+Shift+M to see the readme file. I'll just close it for now. And then I have made available the collect tweets function in the user level so that they can use it directly. And then I have made some tests. So the first two tests are the test about the constructor we have defined for the resource param. The older test has been removed, and because these were very like silly tests, we don't need those. So first two tests, I'm like giving the count as a negative or 0. So the constructor will throw the error because it will throw the method error because of the condition we have in the resource param. And then I'm catching that in exception, and I'm returning the exception at the end, so that the exception will be a type exception, and that's what I'm testing, that the return type is exception or not. The first two are the same. The third one is I'm creating the same value of the type, but this time I'm providing trim user with a value 5, though trim user should be boolean 0 or 1, but we haven't provide test for the 0 or 1 in that constructor. We have provide the test for that when we run the function param to dict. So in the param to dict, that function should fail, but here it should run. So we can just run the test. I'm in the package mode and just run test. So hoping the test will pass. So 3 tests passed, and then now we can have other test. So the first test, we want to check the function, check boolean values, and I have made the test for that. So first we will just test the first function. So here what we are doing, we are creating that function value. We are creating an object from that function, and if we provide 1 or 0 as we have defined it, it should pass the error and return us nothing, and that's what it's checking. So it's creating the value, creating the object of test bool, and providing trim user and 1, and it should return us nothing, and I'm equalizing that in the test, that if that is nothing or not. So let's run it. And it blows up, and we can see the trace stack. So there is a undervar error, that arrow not defined, and so there is some keyword called arrow or object which is not defined in the function. And the next trace is our collector.jl, right, line number 80. So our collector.jl line number 80. So we can go to line number 80, and then here you can see the arrow not defined, because that should be error. And that mistake I did by mistake, not I deliberately did that. So there is some other thing I deliberately did, and now we will find those. So now we are providing 1 and trim user, and we're expecting nothing, and that should, we are expecting that will run. So we can run the test again. It blows up again, and what is that time? So as we provide 1, it should return nothing, but instead it's returning the error from the function, and it's the same line 80. The reason is the short circuit should be and, not or. Just to give it example, in our test we are providing fv equal 1. So if it's or, then in that check not equal 1, what the result will be, because it's equal 1, so that will be is it not equal 1, that will be false. And here the result will be true. Is it not equal 0? Yes, it is not equal 0 because it is 1. So when you have short circuit or false, any of the true will make it true and then comes to the next line of error. So the thing we have to do is actually and. So now what it will check, if we provide 1, so any of these false will make the whole statement false, and then it doesn't go here. But if you provide 5, so what it will do, is it not equal 1? Yes, it is not equal 1. Is it not equal 0? Yes, it is not equal 0. So both and true make it true, and it goes here. So that's how it works. So we will have and that function should work now. Let's go and run the test. And oh, I didn't deleted that, so this part should be deleted. Now let's run it again. Nice, the test runs and we are happy. And the other test we have is to create the actual value. So now I'm providing value 5, and that should throw error, and I'm catching that error and I'm testing like before that if that exception or not, like before. So I'll just run that, and that should also pass. Yes, all 5 tests passed. We're good to go. And I will implement I haven't created any other bugs or deliberate mistakes, so I will just create another test offline, and then we will ship our latest product to the world. Thanks for watching.